BoatBlog number, well, let's call it one. By request of, or by a strong request of several families, yes, Francisco, you're the only family, I'm making these videos to document the repairs on Claudia. Our mission now is to remove all the deck from the boat. The idea is to take first the wood canvas that it's made out of teak or um, mahogany, I'm not sure, but I'll find out soon. And and also a bottom of plywood. For that, we're gonna need to unfasten all the screws that hold the canvas together, and then we will be able to remove the plywood base. Removing the screws from the canvas, the mahogany or thick canvas, um, wasn't so easy, namely because all the screws were covered with the wooden tab. And that wooden tab, in some points, it was easy to take it out. I used mostly a old screwdriver that I kind of sharpened the edge so I could just with a gentle tap on the screwdriver the wooden tap would take it out, would get out. But on other situations, the wood tap was so thick or so deep, or the hole for the socket for the screw was so deep that I couldn't take it just a screwdriver. So I used a method that combined the screwdriver with the driller and with tiny spoke that I used to clean the screws, the head of the screws. So and that took a long time. For every screw, I was probably taking a minute and a half, depending on how hard was it to get out. And so it was a very, very time-consuming process. ¡Ha feito! So now that I've removed all the screws from the canvas, it's time to remove it. That should be pretty easy, considering that I took one or two pieces of the canvas and it was pretty easy to get out. There's this hard silicone that connects the pieces to each other and not to the base of the deck or the plywood deck, so it makes it very easy to take out. With that said, let's try to remove the canvas, and I'm gonna try to set up a time lapse so you guys can see it. I'll make sure that I will update you with some issues that I had, but as I said, I don't think I'm gonna find a lot of trouble doing that. Before that, I wanted to show you how compromised is the deck. This is me jumping gently on the deck, and you see how it is moving. It wasn't supposed to be like that. So yeah, we really need to take the deck out and replace all the beams supporting it. Also, I want to note that I'm gonna leave some of the rigging parts for later. It's gonna be much easier to take them out once some of the boards of the canvas are out, and also this the rudder stock head, it will also be much easier to take out once I can reach the screws under the board. So I'm gonna leave them for later. I managed to set up a nice location for the camera so you can see me taking the canvas out. Here's how I use these wedges to take out the canvas. They actually came up pretty easy with these wedges, and I definitely recommend to use them and have them around in the shop. They are useful for a lot of things. As I said, pretty easy. However, in some areas I could find this really hard silicone that would glue the boards together, and as you can see, it's very hard to take them out, or at least take one of them out. And I had to separate them somehow, so I used again a wedge, and it worked pretty easy. I had to perfect the method a little bit because the wedge was always coming out of place, so I used those nails to basically guide the wedge through the seam between the boards. And with that, in a few seconds, the job is done. And this is the pile of the boards that I took out from the canvas. They're going to be useful to create a template for the new canvas. Okay, the deck canvas is completely removed, and it was pretty easy, no problem whatsoever removing the canvas. What I noticed or what I found underneath the canvas was something like a granular thing that looks like something was rotten and dry under the canvas. Not sure exactly what it was, but definitely there was more in the front of the boats than in the stern, and that might be related with the fact that the stern is has the right shape, the concave shape of the deck, while the front was concave or convex, not sure. So meaning that if the water comes in on top of the boat on the deck, it will remain there and it will create like a puddle of air, of water, and the water is not coming up. So meaning that whatever is underneath the canvas will accumulate water, and over time it will probably get stability issues, namely. Oh my god! What I meant is that if you have water accumulated, you will have something rotten there over time. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. My plan is to document the restoration of Claudia with these videos. And I'm not planning to be a new YouTuber or something like that. My plan is to make these reports and share with you the techniques that I've learned and that I've used and the methods that I've tried, and also most importantly the fun that I'm having into envy you guys. And I hope this inspires you also to do something like that, and see you on the next episode. End of BoatBlog number 1.